Recon crew, welcome back to another War Room Live talk session. I don't know what to call this, but we're in here and we're having a good time. Hey, I'm joined here with Fried and Swiller. Fried's on camera and Swiller's behind the scenes, joined in with audio. How we doing, Fried?
Good. How are you?
Doing great. Swiller, what's up, buddy? Still got us?
What up, boss? What up, Brad?
Welcome back. Welcome back. All right. We just had a little bit of comms on 11175. Sounded like a radio check. If something substantial comes in, I will cue that over on the stream. All right, let's see who's in here. Hogged Out. Hey, thank you for the scent hiding 10 joules. Thank you so much for the support. Saw a little like bent over hiding person, something I've never seen on the stream before. I'm not sure if you guys saw that, but that was kind of cool. Let's see here. Hogged Out 82 says, hit that like and subscribe. Thanks, Hogged. Christy says, hi on guard. Hey, welcome in, Christy. Omen Screaming Raven, welcome in. Edshoe 5098, hey, welcome in. Hello. Buzz, hey, good evening. We got, let's see. Edshoe, this is your first time here. Hey, welcome in. Not to single you out, but thank you so much for joining us here over at Warwatch Intel. And we also have the 24/7 stream running in conjunction with this here, but I wanted to go live after such a crazy day. We got Buzz 966. Who else here? We got Tim Harkness. Hey, what's up, Tim? Welcome in. Tim says, please hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already done so. Thank you so much, Tim. And Brandon says an UNC alert for 440 joules, whatever that is, but I like the UNC alert. Thank you so much. Let's see here. Got the best community. That really shines through, especially on days like today. We had a crazy day with all the Sky Masters. If you've never heard a Sky Master, it's totally okay. Hit like, say, put it like an S in chat, as in like Sierra. If that's your first time ever, or just say like me, if that's your first time ever hearing a Sky Master, it's totally okay if that's you. I'm not trying to single you out, but just want to see who here has not heard a Sky Master, because today was a wild day. Hey, AZ Toaster, thank you so much for the super chat. AZ Toaster says, greetings, my friends. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Appreciate it. And Fried, I know you're on screen right here, but I'm going to single you out for a minute. Thank you so much for the gifted subs today. We got some new Recon crew members here because of you, so thank you.
Absolutely.
And what's going on? What's new? Before we get into the obvious, while we're waiting for people to show up on the live stream here, Tennessee Blacksmith sent gold coins. Hey, thank you so much. Those are cool.
I still don't understand these gifts. I really don't. I tried to look into this, and whatever they do, they're fabulous, but I still don't know much about them.
They look really cool.
They're fun.
Tim says thoughts on today's events. Yes, we're definitely going to get to that here in just a little bit. Today was wild. I clipped a few things I want to go over. We'll go over some news, but mainly we're going to be talking about Sky King. I almost said Sky King. Sky Master. Man, if we had a Sky King today, I don't know. I don't know if I'd be happy or terrified.
Right.
Wow. So much support today, guys. A good day playing sent a laughing disco. That's super cool. Can you see that? It's like laughing disco ball laughing. A lot of these I've never seen before in my whole entire life. Buzz, $5 super chat. Love the channel, brother. Let me know. Like I said, hey, thank you so much, Buzz. I super appreciate it. We got Smoky Mountain Prepper in here. Wow. Charlotte Williams, hey, welcome in. Hello, folks. Smoky Mountain Prepper says, terrified, right? If you heard a Sky King. It's been what? How many years since we've heard a Sky King? Swiller, do you know? Since our last Sky King? It's got to be.
I think 2018, 19, something.
Yeah.
Is that right,
Yeah,
Swiller?
like
It's
6,
been a
7, 8 years
while.
ago, something like that.
Oh, 6, 7.
6, 7. If my son was here right now, he'd be rolling his eyes. I used to be the cool dad for saying it, but now I'm like the not cool dad for saying that.
Yeah, I think it's gone away.
But now I use it to like really upset the kids. So now I have fun saying it. Tim Harkness, you would have fell off your chair if there was a Sky King. I probably literally would. I would probably break my chair, probably break my head if I heard a Sky King right now. Turning down. I'm also listening to 11175 over in Europe as well as the stream. And there's some crazy noises coming through there in Europe. Let's see here. Before we get into a whole lot, Black Cat 5 has been doing a lot of stuff down here in the Gulf of America. A few days ago, Friday, you said that one of the drones was circling, going circles around Cuba. Words
Yeah.
are hard tonight.
They are.
I am the Lawless. Hey, welcome in. Welcome back. Last Sky King I know of was 4/12/2024. That's awesome. That was sooner than I thought. I think,
It actually is.
yeah, I was thinking like 2016, 2017, 2018. But I'm timeline, so don't listen to me. Moden, welcome in. Good evening, everyone. Duke from Texas. Hey, welcome back. Duke.
You know, and it's funny that my Midwest is about to show, but there was a Q9 around Fargo today. So
Don't you
that
know?
was another, don't you know? But I was watching that too. So besides Cuba, and I mean, there's just been random things today that kind of odd.
Got some
Border and Customs
tankers.
Q9 up there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that Q9. Is that the one you were talking about too, Fried? Was that the
Yeah.
Q9 up in Fargo?
Fargo.
Got 2 tankers right now, just south of Great Falls. And also in chat, let us know if you can hear us okay, how we're coming through. We want to make sure that what we're saying is being heard in chat, and technology is always difficult. Got an E2 on the East Coast. There was an E4 and an E3 up, less than an hour ago. E4.
Yeah.
Gotta check to see if the E3s are flying over golf courses these days, if you know what I mean.
Were we talking about that on the live stream a few days ago? The missile system that was in defense of, that was
Yeah.
on top of the golf course? The
I
missile
know we were
defense
talking
system?
about it in Discord. I don't know if we were talking about it on the stream.
Real quick, speaking of E3s, there's one doing laps northeast of Riyadh, just northwest of Bahrain, with some tankers too. It's 5 o'clock. Anyways, yeah, so we don't get, if you're new here, we don't get too political. So this is neither here or there, but it was very interesting to see, like, the sign of the times with missile defenses at a golf course. But right in the foreground of that, where Trump was playing golf, was some like concertina wire. Just a crazy shot. But wow. Crazy to see. There's also a Q9 in Southern California, call sign UAV 15. It's an MQ-9C Sky Guardian. Also want to give a huge shout out to everyone that was here today during the craziness, listening to all the Sky Masters, and especially the moderators doing a heck of a job today, doing the counts, moderating chat. I think at one point it's it's been a long time since I've seen 177 people in chat. So thank you so much, moderators, and thank you to all of our regulars and recon crew, and even new people here. So thank you so much, everyone coming together, logging the information, helping out, and just making this place such a great place to hang out.
I
Swiller
don't know
and
if he's.
or Fried. Go ahead.
I don't know if he's still lurking, but we even had a Master Sergeant T sighting today.
We
Oh,
did.
for real?
Yes, we did.
I missed T. I had a few meetings today I had to go to, which was hard because when I left, we were at a meeting. We were at 99 EAMs for the day, which is
Wow.
bananas.
Yeah, we just couldn't get that last one in there, but that's okay.
We didn't.
Okay.
I had to walk away, so I wasn't even sure if we broke 100.
We didn't, but that's the luck of the draw, I guess. We everybody in chat was waiting. It was very fun to kind of wait and see what happened, but it was like the last hour and a half, I think, before we hit Zulu. So for an hour and a half, we were all hanging on.
That's crazy. We were almost there to break 100, but man, to see more than like 35 EAMs in a day. I know this was a Skymaster event, so it's different, but to see more than that, that's crazy. That's super crazy.
And for those listening to us now, watching us now, that might have been in the chat earlier going, why did you guys say you predicted this? Well, we're not saying that we predicted this, but we have sources that we monitor. Frost's first source, I believe, last Thursday had indicated this, and then my source that I primarily watch had indicated it a couple of days ago. So I let our moderators know that there was probably one coming. That way we can, prep for the expanded visitors that we had in the chat today, which worked out pretty good. But this was predicted by several sources of ours that have data points that they watch one way or the other that allow them to know when these events are likely happening, which means that they are likely training / exercises. And for anybody that says that exercises and training don't happen on 11175 or 899 or 2, clearly they don't know what they're talking about. They should stick to whatever it is they do for their 9 to 5. And
yeah, let's get into that real quick if I can
Yeah.
break in just for a second, because no one, I shouldn't say no one, most people here that are allowed to talk about it, and we just talk about this like openly for fun and entertainment and stuff like that. Most of us, myself included, don't know. This is just fun, like conjecture, entertainment, like I said. But if Sky Masters were doomsday or something like that, how would they be forecasted 3, 4, 5 days at least in advance? And then subtopic of that, sorry, because I'm a squirrel, I just want to be open and clear about a lot of things. A lot of open source intelligence, which I would put ourselves in that category, because we don't put anything behind a paywall here. We don't keep a lot of the stuff to ourselves. We share and source just about everything that we share. I just want to make that very clear. But a lot of open source stuff, people are like, well, you're not the first one to say that. Like open source intelligence on social media, wherever it's posted, news, websites, it's a lot of copy and paste. It's really like, hey, this so-and-so said this. So a lot of the times it's not us, especially us three here, Swiller, Fried, and myself. It's not us saying this or coming up with this, like a lot of the stuff on our own. I mean, we know a lot of stuff about lots of random things, but I wasn't the one that found out that Sky King was coming out today, like 3 or 4 days ago. But open source intelligence, like, is copy and paste. So I don't want you guys to think like, oh, we found that out. We have some like secret underground government foreign spy that knows this stuff. It's not like that. and we're not like predicting this stuff, like forecasting
No.
it.
Hell no.
No, I
Hell
just
no.
want I want to
It's
put I
exactly
want to
like
put that out there.
No, hold on. No. Frost, mess up. Hey guys, don't listen to Frost. It's exactly like that, and we need your support. Give us your super chats. I'm just kidding. Just
You're
kidding.
right.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
And if anyone has those numbers tonight for the lottery, I would definitely like those numbers. Though.
No kidding. We're in the wrong business then.
Yeah, if I could forecast stuff like that, I would be forecasting those numbers tonight for the lottery for sure.
Yeah, we're not gatekeepers.
Anyways, yeah, we don't
like
gatekeep
that.
anything.
What Frost is saying is 100% accurate.
Yeah.
You know, and it's very true because some of the things that we source too are now sourcing other things. So it's definitely, that's how everything kind of works, right? I really like seeing sources even in our sources. I've noticed that a lot lately. Kind of helpful.
Now there will be times where mostly me, I'm like, hey, this is what I feel, unsourced, unfounded. This is what I think, and I'll tell you that. This is what I think, or I'll like, this is what my gut feeling is. But we try to, and especially even here in chat, we try to source everything because I'm not going to say any names because I don't want to give anyone credit, but there are some crazy channels that take to today's stuff and just push the doom porn. Sorry, but like, just this stuff is already crazy enough as it is. We don't need to like put a spin on it. And Skymaster is one of those things that some channels, and I'm not even talking about just here on YouTube, I'm talking about other places, really push that as like a kiss your butts goodbye because we might not be here tonight. And I'm like, that's wild. You don't need to say that because EAMs are made for like partially in nuclear deterrence, nuclear communication. But just say Skymaster, and Skymasters are possibly like the end of the world, or like a cock pistol ready to shoot is dangerous, I think. Anyways, that's me on my soapbox. I wanted to just share that real quick. My personal feeling, which I don't know the end result here, but Skymasters, I would say, are my personal opinion, and I'm willing for everyone to disagree, is, and I'd like to learn more too, is a training exercise and or like a call sign of, hey, this is training coming from not a ground station, but a air station that's in control. But Swiller, if you want to talk about it, or Fried, I can see where some people think this because of Sky King. And I'd like to talk about Sky King here for a second too. I'm getting probably way off track. I forgot where I even started this conversation, but here we are. Tim Harkness, go ahead, and then I'll catch up in chat after that. I was gonna say Tim Harkness says, guys, thank you. Never mind. Buzz says it is what it is. Frost, we're here to keep it calm. So we could come up here really quick, all the time rather, and say like, hey, the world's ending tonight. This C-17 right here is probably loaded with tons of nuclear munitions, and it's heading toward the Middle East to blow up some business. We could do that, and we could probably like have 1 million people in here and super chats and sing like Kumbaya. But how long can that like shtick like go for without losing credibility? I wouldn't be able to sleep at night. I wouldn't be able to live with myself, but that's neither here or there. Anyways, Swiller, go ahead. On any of my tangents, feel free to touch on because I'm all over the board tonight. Or Fried.
Well, I was just going to say, to be honest, I mean, let's go back to the basics, right? Facts, not fear. I think we talked about that even in chat today. I fell in love with this channel and this community because that's exactly what it was. I was looking for answers. I was looking for something in a very vulnerable moment in my life where I just wanted to know facts and I wanted to know as much as I could. And I love that about all of us, right? We all have different backgrounds. We all are different people. Um, but to be honest, when it comes down to it, it's great to be in the know. And I think as humans, we really, really want that. I know personally a couple weeks ago, I actually lost cell phone and internet reception. And I didn't panic like I thought I would because I knew just from this community what to do in that instance, right? I was
Right.
aware and I love that. It's about preparing yourself and being smart.
And you connected your cell phone with a satellite
I did. I
for
was
the
so
first
proud
time.
of
That was so
myself.
cool.
I was very proud of myself. Otherwise, you guys, like a year ago, even, I would never have known any of that. But this channel has taught me a lot.
That's awesome. That's so awesome to hear. I mean, I created this channel, but I learned from everybody in chat just about every single day.
Yeah.
I'm here to learn too. I don't know. I don't pretend to come here and know everything about almost anything, but I mean, I know a little bit of radio stuff and I know a little about this and this and this, but I come in here and I learn so much from all of you, which is so great. Rhonda, thank you so much for the silver star. And I think that's one of the best places. Like, there was so many new people in here. And if you're one of them, I'm not singling out new people. It's great to see you here. I hope you feel welcome here because that's what we try to do. There was so many people asking questions and there was so many new people saying, hey, I really appreciate you guys not like spinning the doom on this. And really, that's what we are. We're dealing with hard stuff to begin with. We don't need to overplay any of this. Sometimes we actually try to be the calm in the chaos, for the most part. Tim Hartnett says, and share with what you know with others. Yeah. So many people have so many great leaders in the community here that know so much that we can all learn so much here. Duke from Texas says, new here still. Sky King equals balloon going up? Question mark. What is Sky Master? Or do I have those wrong? So Sky Master is what we heard today. They were calling Sky Master. And what's an interesting thing, EAMs, I'll keep this really simple without going into the deep end here, because I can definitely do that. I will try not to. EAMs are messages that go out over HF radio, which is like shortwave. We listen to them on this channel every single day. That's not the main part of this channel, but it's the fun thing we do here. And they're coded messages kind of for the military. And they give them instructions, or they're test messages, or they could be targeting instructions, or they could be the takeout order for tonight. Like, we don't know as civilians, right, of what they mean. But we do know that the HFGCS system, which was what we partially listened to here, was made for our nuclear command and control, in the sense of, like, or in the case of Doomsday, where at-home targets were taken out, or the loss of communication, we could still communicate with HF radio. Anyways, long story short, Sky Master is one of the things we hear on kind of very rarely. But again, they are sometimes predicted and forecasted a little bit in advance, because there's some kind of like repetition in the calendar, kind of the scheduling of them. But what this comes from, and people get this mixed up, which is totally okay, it comes from Sky King. Really important messages up until what did Lamb say? 2023, 2022, something like that. And Friday, you said 2019. We haven't heard of Sky King on the radio in a long time, but when
Yeah.
we used to hear Sky King, it was, to my understanding, which is just a guess. The more times you said the person on the radio said Sky King, this meant like priority traffic, and the more times you say it, the more important the message was. And again, this is just me spitballing here. But when you heard Sky King on the radio, like, you shut up and paid attention. And usually it would go Sky King, Sky King, Sky King. Do not answer. Like, if you are a B-52 bomber, you're a B-2 bomber, you're a submarine, you're a missile base, like, listen to these instructions. Do not respond and give your position away. And then these are your set instructions. There's lots of great movies that have a lot of this stuff in there. A lot of submarine movies. Fried, what's that B-52 bomber movie with the EAMs where they crack open the cookies and they have their
Dawn's.
Early Light?
Yeah.
And they have their instructions on there. So if the EIM says this, they crack open their code, which gives them another code, and they open up their book of instructions, and that gives them their targeting instructions. Even, what was the most recent movie on Netflix? The one with the missile. That movie has EIM instructions in there. But anyways, Sky King, Sky Master definitely make people pay attention because they're kind of rare. Long story short. Yeah, Duke by Dawn's Early Light. That was a really good movie. I really enjoyed that one. A lot of good actors in that one too. Tombstone, hey, thank you so much for the sparkles. Easy Toaster says a community that bonds through similarities. What else were we talking about before I went off the deep end there, as I normally do?
I think.
Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, I think there's just little things that we've kind of touched on tonight, but I can't remember what we were going to talk about. It's definitely been a very long afternoon.
Yeah.
I think my brain's gone, but that could be just me.
Again, thank you for all the people that were tracking and listening. Some of the more notable people, Tim and Regan, both doing an over-the-top job of tracking that stuff. So thank you to both of you, and again, all our moderators and people listening. It's really a community effort. There's no one person, even myself, that makes all this happen. It's all of us doing this together. And I know that might sound corny, but it's really the truth. It's no one person making this happen.
That's right, Buzz.
Couple more things on Skymaster. Skymaster, they usually come back and say, like, Skymaster, one message of 4 groups, but we did also hear one message of 5 groups as follows. And then they say like 4 letters and then they're done. Very interesting. I would love to know like people's opinions on Skymaster. If you completely disagree with me, or if you think they are real world, I'm not going to make fun of you. I'm not going to like say you're wrong. I would love to hear other people's opinions. Today I had a thought. I was like, one message of 5 groups and they say 5 characters. Is that kind of like a test to see like, here's these letters and then you're going to get graded at the end of the day from a teacher? And they're like, okay, did you say these correctly? Was your radio tuned correctly? Did you send these correctly? Here's what you sent, and here's what party B like received. And now you guys are going to get graded by the end of the day, like a schoolmaster. I don't know. It's just random things I was thinking about.
Well, and it's not far off, because a couple of those that were reading or sounding off the EAMs did seem very nervous. So I'm sure that they're under a lot of pressure. I think we had
Getting
one
scored
mouth
on this.
breather while they were reading it, and I just could not. I could not do that, knowing that it's going in front of so many and it's so important and there's so many characters. Even those 4-letter ones, I'd probably
Yeah.
mess up.
Well, then, who I feel bad for is like, what did we have the other night? Like 168 character EAM, which is repeated again afterwards. That's a lot of characters to say.
Yes.
And then if you mess up and
You
have
have to start
more
over.
than like 1 or 2 corrections, you have to redo the whole thing. Could you imagine?
No.
Because you hear people, like the radio partner next to them sometimes, you hear them like, item 52 was supposed to be Bravo, and then go like, correction, item 52, Bravo, or stuff like that. There is one I have saved from way back, off topic here, of a guy. I'll have to bring this up for another time, but he goes, Bravo, Charlie, Delta, and he's like really far into his EIM, and his partner goes, that was supposed to be Charlie, and he goes, oh, like expletive over the radio.
That would be me.
Yeah,
That would be
and
me.
then says like out or something like that, and then has to end the transmission.
I think we've even heard some people laughing while they're doing it.
Yeah.
A little bit, not taking it as seriously, probably just a common day. But then they're like, oh, and then they got to
Yeah.
start all over.
Easy Toaster's right. Yeah, the famous word, disregard this message. Buzz, yeah, Foxtrot messages. I forgot about that. Foxtrot messages were the same. They were kind of like Sky King messages. We have different kind of EAM stuff, like 888 messages. There's a whole bunch of bizarre things that happen here. Our very own like number stations. And if you guys know number stations, like they get really, really, really weird. Before I forget,
Quad 8.
yeah, the quad 8 messages, just in case you didn't know, we have warwatchintel.com, and on here you can go to clips at the very top, and then we clip video and audio and stuff like that. But one of the clips that I made today was a few of them for Skymaster, but one of them, you could hear them on the broadcast in the background talking about Looking Glass, which Swiller's going to talk us about Looking Glass here in just a minute, maybe. So I'm going to play this. Hopefully it's not too loud.
Golf, Juliet, 3. I say again. Tango, Night, Zulu, Golf, 7, Kilo, Zulu, India, Golf.
Yeah, the gentleman in the background said Looking Glass.
Plain as
Bravo,
day.
Echo, Hotel, Quebec, Lima, Whiskey,
Then he says, like, right now.
Oscar, Romeo, Lima, Sierra, Oscar, Tango, 3, Delta, 2, India, Uniform,
I'll play that part just one more time.
Tango, Night, Zulu, Golf, 7, Kilo, Zulu, India.
Yeah, very interesting. Swiller, do you want to tell us a little bit about Looking Glass? Maybe. I'll
Did we
wait.
lose
Just
Swiller?
we might have lost Swiller for a second. He's also got family stuff going on tonight here.
Yeah. It would be interesting to know what else he was saying, because there was other things in there that you
Yeah.
just could not make out.
And Looking Glass was caught twice that I know of on stream during the Skymaster event today. So I'll tell you, since we don't have our own Swiller Wikipedia right now, I'm going to pull up actual Wikipedia. Looking Glass, or Operation Looking Glass, is a historic code name for airborne command and control center operated by the United States. Since 2016, it's been referred to as the Airborne National Command Post, which can be like the E-4Bs. Sometimes we call those like the doomsday planes, right? Anyways, the codename Looking Glass came from an aircraft's ability to mirror the command and control functions of an underground command post, like a SAC, at Offutt Air Force Base, which takes control of all of our STRATCOM and strategic commands and stuff like that. So really interesting. So they can put the president or people in charge, say like NORAD type stuff, up in the sky, and they can do all the important things that the government can do on the ground up there in the sky to keep them safe and unknown locations and nuclear strikes and all that crazy stuff. But yeah, Project Looking Glass. It was really interesting to hear that on the radio today. Buzz, thank you so much for the high five. Thank you so much for the support. And Laura sent finger hearts. Thank you so much for the finger hearts. Laura over in Discord had some really awesome photos from the eclipse today. The solar eclipse. Here in Wyoming, we only got like a 7% eclipse, but we did not lose gravity today. Fry, did you lose gravity today?
No, but I stayed inside anyway, just in case.
During that time, I might have held on to my desk just in case, like just a little bit.
I did think of everybody though, right before the time happened.
Did anyone else hear that in chat? Not that it happened in our chat, but did anyone hear that was going around that we were going to lose gravity for, what was it, 7 seconds?
You know, and I was a little probably too gullible after the Penny episode that I also heard going around.
What happened to my penny? Someone said, and this came from like a different platform. I didn't see this on YouTube. I saw this over on the clock platform, we'll say. And you can break the matrix by putting a penny on the wall. So Fried goes over and grabs a penny, turns on her camera on her cell phone, and puts a penny on the wall, and it sticks. You freaked me out. I was like, you have tape or something like that. And
he
the penny
accused me of
stuck to the wall.
cheating. He's like, you had tape on that. I was like, no. And then I took it off and did it again.
I can't find my penny. And then so I grab it. It actually took me longer than I thought it would take to find a penny. And I went and put it on the wall, and I held it there for a few seconds, and it stuck. It fell like 10 seconds later, but I'm like, okay, did we break the matrix? Are we living in the matrix?
Well, but after that episode today, I was like, I better just hold on to my desk in case like we really do lose gravity, and I'll stay inside working.
Right. Ed said, didn't lose gravity in my neck of the woods. That's good. I'm glad you didn't lose gravity over there either. That might be bad.
And then speaking of, you reminded me tonight is the new moon, right? But it's also, I'm going to say it, the Perseid. Do you say it Perseid? Meteor shower?
Yeah.
With the colors.
It's supposed to be crazy.
Midnight, I think.
The
tonight.
midnight local time, wherever you're at, is going to be the best time to see this.
So go see some really crazy showers.
If you can, turn off all the lights or get out of your city if you live close to a big city. And you're going to be able to see some crazy things tonight, I guess.
Yeah, and there's going to be colors, and each one of them is going to be like an element made up of different things. Like what I had it all down. It was
Yeah.
all, I've been watching it for days, but
Well, when you see
I'm
like a
here, I can't.
meteorite, with the trail and stuff, if it's green,
Yeah.
it's giving off like iron or whatever, and all that kind of crazy
Yep,
stuff. So you're gonna see
copper
different
and-
colors, and the
Yep.
only colors I'm going to be seeing that late at night are the back of my eyelids because I can't stay awake after 10 p.m. anymore for some reason. But
I'm going to.
But I would love to see that tonight. And in the middle of Wyoming, where there's not a lot of people or lights, I think would be a pretty cool place to see it from. But Friday, you see a lot of northern lights.
I do.
Super jealous.
I do. And I feel like they've always been rare, right? Like you always think, oh, the northern lights are once in a lifetime opportunity. But we've been in this like 11-year heightened like show basically for the last year. And I think we're starting to go back down. They won't be as common. Kind of makes me sad. But I still love all that. I love space. I love weather. I love all of that.
It's so cool. There's so much going on around us that we just don't know about. And it's like one of those things like EIMs. Those are being broadcasted almost everywhere all the time, but the majority of people have no clue. But the same thing is to be said for space, weather, geology, rocks. Like it's so cool. Everything's so fascinating.
It is.
Today's big news events, besides Skymaster, what did we miss? Angry Mimi,
Caroline
thank you so much for the
Levitt.
sparkles.
Caroline Levitt is leaving
Oh
as
yeah,
press secretary.
She's gonna put her for kids first or something, and she's going to bow out.
Yeah, in fact, I think I joked in chat earlier. Somebody had mentioned, maybe all the EAMs are because of that, and I was like, yeah, they're telling everybody to change the directory because that was the only news you could find for about an hour.
Yeah. Do we know who's taken her place?
I did not see it, and I think it's the end of the month. I think she might have given her actual 2-week notice on this. I don't know.
That would be some shoes, not just shoes to fill, but we were talking about this earlier. That is a hard position. You're taking all the front force of the press and the people. I would not want that position.
No, and I mean,
Stress.
if you look at previous press secretaries, right, they walk out with this big binder and it's organized and it's like you just don't know, and they're flipping through their stuff. That has to be a high burnout job. It has to be.
Yeah. I'm just gonna rapid fire some news that I have that's been shared from our community here on Warwatch. So again, these are coming from sourced places, but these were shared. Most of these were shared in chat today. First up, we have big picture tonight. Iran is rebuilding its military leadership after the last strikes, and Washington's already prepping embassies for a possible return to war.
Yeah.
Not good. I will tell you, gas prices went up about 10-15 cents where I live just in the last day. So
Yes.
if gas prices are any indicator, that could be true. Libya just lost its top military intelligence officer to a car explosion in Benghazi. That's a real escalation signal. Ukraine keeps hammering deep into Russia, hitting refineries. And even Putin's own holiday retreat. He's not going to be very happy about that one. And meanwhile, the U.S. is pulling every last soldier out of Iraq by September 30th. And end of an era there. And let's see, we had a heavy cluster of E6s, E4s, Constant Phoenix, and all the works up. But that could have been related to the Skymaster. I'm not sure on that. Those are just the top stories that have been shared today. A lot of stuff going on. A lot of stuff. I kind of created Warwatch a long time ago, 2 years ago, because I wanted to learn more. I wanted a place where people could share things and learn from each other. But I didn't know how much was actually going on. Has has it gotten crazier since then, or are we just like have a place to see it now? I don't know. There's never a dull moment. I'll tell you that. Fried, what do you got before we wrap this up?
I did see that Zelensky's asking for some rather intense pencils, I guess we could call them,
Mhm.
to finally get,
Projectiles.
yes, to go after the other ones in Russia. And he said that they can get them once and for all with the help of that. But then I also did see 2 Army pilots actually passed away this afternoon
Oh
in
yeah.
a helicopter crash in Texas. So
Thank you
that
for
was,
bringing that up. I completely
that was devastating to see.
forgot to bring that one up. That is awful to see. Hexath told members of the recently established America's Counter Cartel Coalition, that's a mouthful, that the U.S. is firmly committed to working alongside them to dismantle dangerous transnational cartels. So they're making a counter cartel coalition, which I think is great. I think it's great to see. Let's start making that uncomfortable, for lack of better words.
Yeah, and I did see Hegseth had been down there the last few days. I don't know when he got back or if he's back yet, but I did see that he was down yonder.
Yeah. Let's catch up in chat real quick. Tim Harkness says, I remember when I found Warwatch Intel, EAMs were chasing me. Yeah, Tim, you've been here since the beginning, buddy. There's a lot of people in chat that have been here for a long time. Thank you so much. I don't know how to do this from a phone, but if you are on, and if you're new here, we love you all the same. But I just want to give a special shout out. I don't know how to do this from a phone, but you can go in and where is it?
What do you
I'm
need
trying
to
find it
do?
on computer.
If it's on a phone, I'll find it.
You can do your milestone chat.
Yes.
I'm going to do one right now. Did I spell community right? I am awful at typing and spelling. A member for 23 months.
Well, that escalated quickly.
It's been a while. So you can share your membership here. Just show your love and all that fun stuff. Anyways, that was random. But anyways, yeah, I love where we've come. I'm glad that we're going live again. I know we had a dry spell. We had a time where we all just got really, really crazy busy with our lives, but I'm glad to be back at it and love this community and love what we're doing. And I'm glad to be back up here with Swiller and Fried and all of you guys. Let's see here. Good night, Ed. Charlotte says good night, Ed. Hey, Ed, good night. Duke says I blame my daughter for bringing me here. Or let's see. Angry Mimi says I'm thankful for you all. Hey, I'm glad you're here, Angry Mimi. All right.
And everybody
Buzz,
always finds their way back. I love
right?
that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Buzz says Iran is not a pushover. I completely agree. And I personally think they've been preparing for a conflict with specifically the United States for like the last, I don't know, longer than 15 years. I'm the Walrus. Things are definitely stranger, that's for sure. Buzz966, I don't want to see BOGs, but I truly believe if we continue this, this is what it will take. Thank you, Buzz. I appreciate it. And appreciate all these sparkles and things people are putting in chat. I don't know much about them, but like Fried said, they're pretty dang awesome.
Who doesn't love sparkles?
I know
Comma.
there's support for the channel in one way or the other. I don't know what that means, but I think it's super great and I really appreciate it. And I know YouTube loves it and they hype us up when people do it. So I appreciate it in all the ways. I think that's it for us. I got to move this screen over here. I feel like I've been looking to the left all night. I really have. I have chat right here when it should be right here. We'll make that happen next time. It looks like Swiller might have got tied up with some family stuff, and what we say always is family first. So definitely okay with that. Don Smith says you got up to 200 viewers at once today. That's awesome. We haven't had that many people in chat in a long time, and that's my fault. Like I said, we all got busy, and it's good to be back at doing all this stuff. And for anyone that was here at any point tonight, thank you for listening to, especially me ramble and just go on and nonstop chatter. You guys deserve rewards just for that. Frosty0930, glad you found us. Welcome to Warwatch Intel. Hey, Frosty. I always watch on my TV, but jump on my phone to say hello. Always appreciate you, Frost. Hey, appreciate you, Frosty. Welcome in. Good to see you again. Frosty, I used to be a mod in the beginning. Hey, I remember, buddy. Chris Tucker, 621, sent jamming. Look at that cat with the cool hat. Man, these are cool. Fried, you can see these, right? Like on your phone?
I can, yes. Yep, I particularly like 6-7 in the sparkles, but that's just me.
I don't know. This jamming cat's like got the right vibe. That's pretty cool. Emporia, welcome in. All right. Well, when we do these war rooms, we're going to keep the live 24/7 and try not to interrupt those. So we'll always have these on a second stream and make it easier for people when they miss these to go back and watch them. So I'm going to try to have like war room and the date, and people can come back and check these. We'll also pull out short clips and stuff like that. So everyone have a fantastic night. Swiller, I know you're here in spirit. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight, buddy. And Fried, thank you so much for joining us and bringing your expertise as well. And thanks for everyone who put up with me throughout the night on this wild journey that we have here at Warwatch.
Oh, thank you, Frost.
All right, everyone have a fantastic night, and we'll see you in chat over on the live stream, 24/7 stream. Good night.